Hello everybody, and welcome back to the ranch. Dr. Uptown here. Going to do a video response to the Lock and Load channel, who asked, basically in a WROL situation without rule of law, what firearm would be your first choice? Firearm or firearms. What would be your first choice? And I've answered this question several times for various other users who have either asked a similar question, or in their country they were only allowed a limited number of weapons and what would be their choice of weapons. So I've had a lot of time to ponder this over, and in doing so I have kind of changed my thinking a little bit. And the reasoning behind that is most of the time the thought process would be a black rifle, AR, or AK format, typically. There are others out there. But typically most people go with one of those capacities, or one of those models, styles. A lot of times because of capacity, and I guess just kind of all around usefulness. I mean, you know, the AR, AK platform, they certainly can be used for hunting just as easily as taking out zombies. But it got me thinking a little bit, and this is what I come up with. I've got my very old Mossberg. This is a 500A model. So 12 gauge pump action, holds 5+1, and it shoots 2 3/4 or 3-inch shells. And my thought process on this is I have one gun here, and by simply varying the ammo, I can make this do all kinds of things. I can shoot saboted slugs in this and have maybe not pinpoint accuracy, but certainly kill zone accuracy out to 200 yards by turning around and going with maybe a double-aught or triple-aught buck. I can expand that pattern so that instead of maybe having a necessarily a pinpoint target, I can spread it out over a smaller area. Granted, when I do that, I do lose some range. I'm no longer shooting at 200, but I'm shooting at 50, 75 yards. I could dwindle that all the way down to, you know, number 3, number 4 bird shot for taking squirrels and small game that might be something I need to do to eat. I mean, certainly with double-aught buck or slugs, you can go out and kill deer easily enough, but sometimes the question is kind of, why would you need 100 pounds of meat when 2 pounds of meat will do you just fine? So the versatility of the 12 gauge is phenomenal once you get into putting different ammunition into it. And over the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years, there's been huge advancements in 12 gauge ammunition. I mean, you know, when I was a kid, there pretty much was there was bird shot and buck shot, and that was about it. If you knew where to get it, you might be able to find an old 12 gauge slug, which basically just looked like didn't really look like a bullet per se. It was basically just a oblong ball in the 12 gauge cartridge. But nowadays they've got saboted ballistic tip slugs and all kinds of personal defense ammo with various size of shot inside it that you know, can be used. And then, like I say, clear down to even bird shot to put into things. So I'm kind of thinking that there might be some validity to a 12 gauge over a AK or AR platform, just simply because of single weapon versatility by simply changing the ammo around. As for my other choice, of course I'm going to stick with 1911. You knew I would. Why else wouldn't I? Not particularly this 1911, but any 1911. This particular one is 45 caliber ACP. I think in a without rule of law situation, one advantage this one might have over it is with this full rail, you can put a variety of rail attachable accessories on it, and kind of increase the versatility of the pistol itself simply by doing that. Chambered in 45 caliber ACP, the round's readily available anywhere you want to go. So, you know, if you end up scrounging and scavenging for ammunition, probably a pretty good chance that you're going to find both some kind of 12 gauge and some kind of 45 ACP. I don't really think it would have a hard time coming up with that kind of ammunition, either weapon. So, in a without rule of law situation, I'm thinking maybe the 1911 and the Mossberg 12 gauge would be my choices. I do hope you guys find this interesting. We'll talk to you later, and have a good day.